Have you ever wondered who built the Kedarnath Temple and why? What was the purpose behind it and why the shivling inside this temple is so different from others? What secret lies behind it? Thousands of years ago, when modern science and technology didn't even exist, how did people know techniques like interlocking stone architecture? And how did this temple survive for 400 years under snow without a damage? What's the real story about it? Also, when the temple doors closes for 6 months every winter, how does the oil lamp inside keep burning the whole time without anyone there? And the biggest mystery of all, during the massive 2013 floods, when everything was destroyed, how did the temple survive? Who placed the huge rock now called Bhim Shila behind the temple that protected it from the deadly flood? Was it a coincidence or something divine? Stay with me, because in this video we'll explore all these unresolved mysteries of Kedarnath stories that even science still cannot explain. Kedarnath Dham, located in the hills of Uttarakhand, isn't just a temple. It's a powerful mix of faith, mystery and miracles. Among the 12 Jyotirlings, it sits high in the Himalayas and has drawn devotees for centuries. But did you know every stone of this temple has a story? Stories not just about faith but also miracle and ancient science. Let's go to the 16th June 2013, the night of the disaster. It was a night when nature turned violent. Due to heavy rains and melting glacier, the water from Mandakini river rushed down with full force, carrying boulders, mud, destruction. Hotels, homes, shops were all swept away. Thousands died, but what shocked everyone was that Kedarnath Temple survived. Just when the flood water was heading straight toward the temple, a giant rock, now known as Bhim Shila, rolled down and stopped just behind the temple. That rock diverted the water into two directions, as if Lord Shiva himself placed it there. All around, everything was destroyed, but not the temple, not even the people who had taken shelter inside. That single event became a symbol of unshaken faith. Local named the rock Bhim Shila after Bhima from Mahabharata, and believed it was his strength and Shiva's blessing that saved the temple. Today, the rock is worshipped by devotees and is seen as a divine protector. But even scientists were surprised. How could a rock of that size, around 20 to 25 feet long, 10 to 15 feet wide, and weight nearly 1,000 metric tons, rolls down perfectly and stop just behind the temple? If the stone had hit the temple directly, everything would have been destroyed. But it didn't. The flood water split in two, passed by the sides, and the temple stood tall. And that's not the only miracle. The temple itself is an engineering wonder, built with massive stones joined without cement or metal. It uses a technique known today as interlocking. The stones were cut in such a way that they fit perfectly with each other, making the structure strong enough to survive earthquakes, floods and snowstorms. Even in 2013, while everything around collapsed, the temple stood unharmed. That's the power of ancient Indian architecture. So the big question is, who built this temple? Let's go into the legends and stories. According to one popular story from the Mahabharata, after the war ended and the Pandavas won, they felt guilty of killing their own relatives and teacher. They asked Lord Krishna how to get rid of their sins. Krishna told them that only Lord Shiva could forgive them. So the Pandavas set off to find Shiva. They first went to Kashi, but Shiva avoided them. Wherever they went, Shiva disappeared. Finally, they reached the Himalayas. There, Shiva took the form of a bull and hid among other animals. Bhima stretched his huge leg across the valley to stop the animals, but Shiva tried to disappear into the ground. Bhima caught hold of his tail, but Shiva vanished, leaving only his hump visible. This hump is what we now worship as the shivling in Kedarnath. Different from other lingas, the Pandavas, after being blessed by Shiva, built the temple at this spot. It is also believed that other part of Shiva's body appeared in different places, known together as Panch Kedar. Another story comes from Purans, which says that the twin sages Nara and Narayan. Avatars of Vishnu worshipped a shivling made of mud in the Badriwan region. Pleased by their devotion, Shiva appeared and granted their wish to stay there forever as a Jyotirlinga. That's how Kedarnath became a sacred site where Shiva and Vishnu both are believed to be presented. Later, in the 8th century, Adi Shankaracharya rebuilt the temple and helped bring back the lost glory of Hinduism. He installed the Shivling, stayed in Kedarnath during his final days and attained Samadhi there. His tomb is still behind the temple. Some historians also believe that King Bhoj of Malwa, who ruled in the 11th century, may have been involved in constructing the current structure. Inscription found in Gwalior suggest his connections. So while the temple has been rebuilt and renovated over the centuries, its roots go far back in time. Now here's the another shocking mystery. From the 13th and 17th century, the temple was buried under snow for nearly 400 years. This period is called the Little Ice Age. Glaciers expanded so much that even huge places like Kedarnath were completely frozen. Yet, when the ice melted centuries later, the temple came out almost intact, without no serious damage. Scientists from Warrior Institute of Himalayas Geology studied the area and found sign of glacial pressure on the stone. But the temple stood firm. Why? Again, the answer is in the Asian interlocking technique. No cement, no metal, just perfectly carved stone locked together. Now think about this. Every year when the temple doors close in winter for 6 months, an oil is left burning inside. And when the doors are opened again in summers, the lamp is still glowing. No one enters the temple during this time. No one touches it. Yet the lamp burns. The temple stays clean and everything looks like someone was there the whole time who cleaned the lamp burning, who maintained the temple. Legends say that during these 6 months, gods and celestial beings visit Kedarnath and continue the worship. Scientifically, this still has no explanation, but believers see it as a proof of Shiva's presence. The idol of Shiva is taken down to Ukhimat during winter, where regular pujas are done. This is known as the winter seat of Kedarnath. The main priests called Ravals come from Karnataka Veer Shaiva community. They conduct all rituals in Kannada language, following tradition passed down through generation. And here's one final mystery, something that even modern scientists are baffled by. If you draw a straight line between Kedarnath in the north and Rameshwar in the south, you will see something shocking. 7 ancient Shiva temples fall exactly on that line, including Kedarnath, Kalimat, Kalahasti, Ekambaranath, Arunanchaleshwar, Chidambaram and Rameshwaram all lie on the 79-degree longitude line. Thousands of years ago, when there was no GPS or satellite, how did people align temples with such accuracy? This is not just architecture, it's cosmic design. It shows that our ancestors had deep knowledge of geography, astronomy and energy alignment. Some believe these temples represent the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air and sky. How did they know this? That's still a mystery. And did you know many concepts like flying machine and advanced tech are found in ancient Indian scriptures? If you know of any such example, do share them in the comments. Let's now talk one more beautiful mystery. Every year during winter, when Kedarnath is covered in snow and the temple is locked, it's believed that gods continue the worship. Devotees strongly believe that Lord Shiva never leaves this place. His energy always remains. And lastly, it is said that one day Kedarnath and Badrinath temple may disappear when the Nar and Narayan mountain merge, and after that 2 new temples will become the new sites. This prophecy is found in Hindu scriptures and is considered a sign of the changing ages. So this way, the mysterious story of Kedarnath, the miracle of Bhim Shila, the unique shivling, the temple construction 400 years under snow and the eternal lamp, it's not just a story, it's a proof of something beyond our understanding. It's a science, faith and mystery all in one place. If you liked the video, please leave a comment and let us know what you think.